Okay, so now we're going to look at the Julian and Amelia trampoline park problem. I'm going to just try to help you set that equation up a little bit because it is a little tricky. So first you have to understand that the problem is saying that we're going to write an equation that represents the total cost of jumping in terms of minutes. So we are writing a linear equation, y equals mx plus b, but the total cost of jumping is going to be your y. That's the total cost because this mx plus b right here is going to represent how much it costs to jump. Oh, that's awful. So my m is still going to be my slope, and now instead of x, we're going to have minutes. So I'm just going to write minutes for a second so we don't have and get confused by that. So what we need to do is we need to take the information from the problem and we need to turn it into ordered pairs. So we have Amelia's ordered pair, which x is minutes and y is total. So we're going to have 37 and 53.25. And then we have Julian's information, which is 25 minutes and 38.25. So once you're able to wrap your mind around that, well, now it's just a matter of figuring out what your slope is, okay, and what your y-intercept is. So the way that you find your slope is you use your slope formula. You're going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Figure out what your slope is. Okay, make sure that you're plugging in the y's over the x's. And then your y-intercept, pick a point. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Pick Amelia's point or pick Julian's point and plug it into this equation. So total equals m times minute plus b. So take your total, so let's say we use Julian, take your total, 38.25, equals whatever you get for your slope, plug in there, times Julian's minutes is 25, plus b. So then you'll be able to solve for b and you'll get your equation. When you're doing this, make sure that you type in a capital T in that first box where you have to use the right letters, and Buzz is picky with the capitals for this, and then equals what you get. So whatever that slope is, and then m plus whatever that y-intercept is. Now, as we think about Allie, the friend Allie joining, and she doesn't have more than $44 to spend, you're going to do an inequality. So just a couple hints on that. If you want a greater than or equal to in Buzz, you're going to type greater than equal to. If you want a less than or equal to in Buzz, you're going to type less than and then equal to. If you just want greater than or less than, you can just type them in regular. So really think about that. Buzz was marking everything right in that question yesterday, so I fixed that. Make sure you refresh so that it's not counting it right, obviously. And you're going to want to use a decimal. So the problem tells you to use a decimal. So when you get that slope, okay, you're going to get a decimal. Decimal is okay here because that slope that you find is going to represent the dollar per minute cost for jumping. So it's appropriate to use that decimal because that's going to be talking about like dollars and cents. All right, you got this, guys.